good evening, good evening, everybody. What's going on in here? We are live on this Friday evening. So get in here, get in here, get in here, get in here. And it's Favor Friday! And of course, you know who it is. It's yours truly, the one and only Boss's Secretary, Shamitra. And I am the CEO and founder of Awakening Fire Ministries, as long as Soulful Eating, based out of Lubbock, Texas. Amen. And I am bringing you guys Favor Friday. So let's hit on Favor Friday. Let's just get on a good foot. So, Favor Friday this week. Favor Friday this week is F is failing is never. Not never. Is never. Okay? NEVA. Failing is never the option. That's what F stands for this week. A stands for accountability is key. Whether you want to say is key, is a key, is the key, accountability is key. Voicing your opinions is for B this week. Oh, overcoming your fears and or reflect on your choices, ladies. So let's start that over. So F again this week for Favor Friday is failing is never the option. So how many of us from time to time have felt like we just keep pushing ourselves to be the best person we could be, to do the best that we could do, and we never ever seem like we can accomplish that goal or push that dream? I'm here to tell you, I've been in that position a lot, but failing is never the option, ladies. So F for Favor Friday this week is F is failing is never the option. So failing is never the option. A, accountability is key. Now let's touch on this right quick, because it's important. So let's talk about it, right? Let's talk about what accountability is. Accountability is the fact or condition of being accountable and or responsibility. So if we look up accountable, right? Let's look up what accountable means for the definition. Accountable. It means a person, organization, or institution required or expected to justify actions or decisions. Responsible. So let's talk about this. So accountability is key. So in this season, this week, how many of us took accountability for our actions? How many of us really zone in and said, had I did X, Y, and Z, this would be done. Had I did 1, 2, and 3, this would be the other outcome. Sometimes we really have to dig deep into ourselves and figure out if it's us that lost the accountability ball or was it somebody else. So accountability is the key. Accountability is the key for this week, ladies. V, voicing your opinions. Now, last week, I said the same thing for V. But this week, I'm going to keep saying it. Voice your opinion. Because if you don't voice something, other people will not know. If you have other women in your organization, they may not know what you're thinking. So you have to say those things. You have to say what you're thinking. You have to say what you're feeling, because reminder, nobody is a mind reader. Okay, ladies? So keep reminded, like, voice your opinion. It is necessary. It is needed. Especially if you feel like you're never heard. Voice your opinion. Pull somebody to the side. Talk to them. Tell them how you feel. Get another person's perspective on how you feel. So you don't feel like you are just closed off and secluded to yourself. Okay? And then overcome fear, guys. Fear. Let's talk about it. Okay? Let's talk about what fear means. So, let's go. Fear is an unpleasant, often strong emotion caused by anticipation or awareness of danger. An instance of this emotional state marked by this emotion. So, it is an emotion. So, fear is a feeling that we get to feeling, that we know fear. We can feel it. We sense it. So, overcome fear. So, what I'm saying is overcome that emotion, that strong emotion. Figure out why you're so anxious. Anticipation is nothing but anxiousness. What are you waiting for? What are you doing? And if you're being anxious, I need you to really and truly take a step back. Take a step back, ladies. And when you think about fear and anxiousness, that's a feeling. So you have to really get down deep and dig down deep into yourself to figure out, hey, what is this that I'm feeling? Why am I feeling this? Because for every cause, there's an effect. For every action, it's a reaction. So fear is a reaction of something. But the action is coming from the anxiousness and the anticipation. So y'all, let's get that together. So overcome that this week. That was the thing. Overcome fear. Overcome fear. Let's be bold. Say affirmations. I am strong. I am a businesswoman. I am resilient. I am somebody. I do mean something. Like, speak life into yourself, ladies. I've been saying this since I've been here. I'm gonna keep saying that. Keep speaking life into yourself and reflect on your choices. Let me say that again. Reflect on your choices. So if we really wanted to talk about it, right? Yes, I'm fixing to give you another definition. Just write it down. So we want to talk about reflect and what it means. Reflect means it is of a surface or body, throw back heat, light, or sound without absorbing it. Or the other one is embody or represent something in a faithful or appropriate way. So, I said reflect on your choices this week. And whether y'all are going to use Favorite Friday for this week to reflect, or whether y'all are going to use Favorite Friday for next week to reflect, remember, reflect means embody or represent something in a faithful or appropriate way, and to think deeply or carefully thought about. So, guys, let's reflect on our choices this week. Let's really sit down. And if at any time we feel like we did a little too much of something, we did a little too less of something, let's write that down. And let's see if next week we can come back harder to accomplish that, to do something a little different with it. Because it's important. So I know that failure is good to be. So people say failure, don't be scared of failure. Or if you fail, no, failure is nothing to be afraid of, guys. Because if you don't, the only way if you fall down to get back up. So let's keep that in mind. When we fall down, but we have to get back up. So failing is never the option. And so failure is good to be scared of. However, embrace it and run with it. Like I said, accountability is important. Find someone who isn't afraid to hold your foot to the fire. What does that mean? That means if somebody see you doing something you're not supposed to do, if somebody see that you are not on your business goals like you're supposed to be, if you have gotten a partner and you have said, hey, Can you help me in this business venture? That is not your accountability partner. You both hold each other responsible for whatever is not done. Okay? Okay. So, accountability is important. Find someone who isn't afraid to hold your foot to the fire. Don't be afraid to use your voice. Talk through everything. I don't care if it feels like it's a minute issue or it doesn't need to be talked about. Talk about everything. Talk through everything. And fear, look at it like this. Again, I just said the only thing to do if you fall is to get right back up. So if we fall down, guys, we gotta get up. Cause we can't lay there. Cause if we lay there, we gave up. That's good. If we fall down, we have to get up, because if we lay there, we giving up. We're saying we don't want to do this anymore. So let's continue to get up every day and show up, whether we want to or not, whether we feel like it or not. So fear, again, look at it this way. The only thing to do if I fall is to get back up and reflect on all things said and unsaid, done and undone. Ladies, reflect on all things that are said and unsaid and that are done and undone. We were always raised, and our mamas and our daddies raised us, that action speaks louder than words. So again, I say to you, beautiful people, to really reflect on the things that are said and not said, and also the things that are done and not done. It will really help us out in the long run when we figure that thing out, okay? So let me backtrack before I end. Again, F is failing is never the option. A, accountability is key. V, voicing your opinions. O, overcoming fear. And R, reflect on your choices. And remember, failure is good to be scared of. However, embrace it and run with it. Accountability is important. And find someone who is not afraid to hold your foot to the fire, ladies. Okay? Don't be afraid to use your voice. Talk through everything. Talk through everything. Fear, look at it like this. The only thing to do if I fall is to get back up and reflect on all things said and unsaid, done and undone. Again, I am your boss's secretary, Shamidria, and this was another pleasant, lovely night. I will see you guys later.